I never forget to change my calendar, but it's always a month or two behind. Please listen when I say I just need a few days to pretend I'm not late, to recuperate from the floodgate in my brain that let flow panic when I realized another month had gone by and I had barely acknowledged the last. And then maybe, once I've stored away all the good memories and transformed the bad ones into limericks, I can turn the page of my calendar and begin again. Close your eyes, because it's cold outside, and if you're blind, the sound of the rain sounds all the more astounding, but mostly, close your eyes so you can see yourself and ask yourself, how are you doing today? And then close your ears too as they tell you how they're afraid, because time is passing in the real world, but in their world they're still perfecting sandcastles. Tell them I'm sorry and change the calendar month anyway, because you've told that voice which memories to hold on to, and now it's time to begin again. Now whenever I analyse what's behind my eyes, I see a girl with tears and she cries, and I think you'd be surprised at how sympathy is discussed towards tears when they're your own and when they're coming from inside. Yes, they are justified, but after 18 years you'd think I'd be used to change by now. I'm still trying to think of an artistic way to immortalise the months. But recently I've been enjoying silence, and I can only write when my mind is loud enough that there's things to say, phrases, the voices persist to replay. Right now, I'm always too much of the latter, and amongst all the chatter in my brain, the noise is so loud that suddenly another month has gone by, and I still don't know whether to turn the page of my calendar or sit and pretend I know how to stop time while the realization sinks in. I'm sorry, I'll use an analogy. Like how I wonder how Picasso felt when he learnt to paint like Rembrandt at 13. Was he a big fish or claustrophobic in the immensity of his talent, in the atomity of his reality? So that's why he decided to paint with naivety, to feel small. Oh, the irony. Or maybe that's how Picasso invented time travel, because the laws of physics forbid it. At least his stubbornness could take him back to feel small, so that noses could be triangles and inverted under eyes, the way a child sees it. So I want to forget how to paint. Like Picasso, I can perfect it again. And this time I won't be wiser, but I'll be subconsciously smarter, in that the lines won't matter as much because I've drawn them before, and the mistakes won't matter because I have no one to paint for. You see, art is time travel's best friend, because the only time traveler is oneself. There's no sidekick, nor scientist, no doc so inclined. This is a solo adventure, and one in the mind. So can you see now why time travel is so hard? Because what's returning to a time when, with all time is spent alone, it's refusing to move on and it won't let me go. Close your eyes. And forget how to close your ears for a second as you listen to the voices that say they envy the street lamps, because street lamps guide travellers but never move themselves. And then write those words down, because they're terrible poetry and no one's going to read it anyway.